There we go. Now it's secured. Now we have the entire frame around the phone secured. Alright, now I'm gonna move this apart. We're gonna take the antenna. Remember the bottom antenna over here? Right here. Place it here. Again, try to get the remember the pins I said not to break? These pins? You're gonna push it downwards towards the bottom of it, down, and forward towards the screen, towards the front screen. So down and forward. So this way all 4 of the pins are underneath. Hold it because it will pop out, and get the 2 screws. The one that was on the right, that was the short screw. That wasn't the short screw, it was the thin screw. There's one that's fat, there's one that's thin. Alright, so I closed it. Okay? Continue to hold. Locate the motherboard right here. And now because we took the screw out, we can actually just slide the motherboard in. There's actually a slit on the top of the motherboard that fits into the top slot on the phone. It'll just fit in automatically. So you fit it in right there, and you just place it down. And then you're gonna make sure it's sitting very proper. Okay, nice and secure, nice and solid, right? And now, that last screw that held this antenna flex cable, the wide one that we were talking about that we saved up. So here we go. There's the screw, it goes into the left side. And the reason why I'm holding this charging port down is because if I don't, it'll come loose and it'll pop up and these things will break. So I'm holding it now. I can let go because I tightened it already. Okay? And then last, to not deal with this anymore, to the bottom, I take the cable that we pulled off and I connect it. So now the cable will give you some degree of difficulty. Make sure you get close enough. I'm gonna zoom in a lot because you're gonna want to see how I pushed it on. See how it goes right on? You don't want to force it, you want to keep it right on to the hole and then press down towards it. See? Went right on. You don't want to actually be angled off and then press it down, because if you break that, it won't, not that it will affect you, it will just make the repair much more difficult. Alright, so now we're going to close this pup. Make sure that it's closed, because if not, you're going to have some issues. Make sure it's sealed, see? Because if you have it like half off, sometimes the home button or the sound won't work or the charging port won't work. So now it's on. Now we're going to seal it up with this, with the frame, with the grill that the covering, and the 2 screws, the 2 size difference ones. I'm going to take it the same way and put it on the phone. There we go. Now remember the screw that we took off with the white tape upon it, white tape on it. Here is going to be the screw. Still has some residue of the white tape on it. Goes in the middle. Then you can take the white tape and you can put it on top. I don't need to do that because most of these phones are not going to be going back to the Apple store anytime soon. Alright, now we're going to take the camera and put it back into the hole, into the slot. Make sure it fits into the slot. Take the camera flex and connect it to the motherboard. There's a cable underneath. There you go. Close the LCD. Onto the tabs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can take the connections and close them. So LCD goes first. There we go, it's closed. Digitizer. Then 3 little cables here. 1, 2. Usually you can just press and they will close, but don't press too hard. There we go, all 3 closed. Now we're going to take that special screw that we were talking about, the special one, and we're going to put it back near the headphone jack where it belongs. Alright. Make sure it's tight. Okay. Now we're going to take the frame and it has clips on the bottom here. I'm gonna slide it in to these two grills here. One, two. That's two grills right here. Alright, and you can just basically line it up. You see how it lines up with all the holes? And we just fill it up in the same order that we had it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, ready? 1. Remember the smallest screw of the iPhone 4? 2. 3. 4. And what makes the repair a lot easier is when you keep the numbers separated. Keep everything separate and everything with its, which component it connects to it, then it's a lot easier. 5. Alright. Now we're going to work our way over here to the vibrator. Over here. Put it in. It's gonna like roll around over there. You get the small one first. Don't use the big one. Use the small screw first, and just catch it. Okay, so you can straighten out the vibrator like that. See how I've straightened it out? Because it was up here, so I straightened it out. Because it has got two metal connectors on the other side that you have to make contact to the motherboard. And I take the long screw, tighten it, and then tighten that other one that we just used to catch. Alright, last, take the Bluetooth cable from the battery, place it over that cable that we had to make sure we connected it properly from the charging port. Take the battery and put it over it. Most people would like to bend the battery like this. You have to bend the battery close. That's the trick to make it easier. Put it in, and it should just snap. Just push down and snap, and then use the screw that you set aside with the battery and the Bluetooth cable. Screw. This is the long screw, so this will just be careful that it doesn't fly out. Go very slowly, just so you catch it, and then you can start closing it. Okay, place the SIM card in, put the pin out, and now remember how we took the two screws off the back housing? This is the back housing assembly. Don't need that anymore anyway. But here's the back housing. Okay, you're gonna have to use the white housing. Same thing. There's actually a film here protecting it. We actually put the film here so that you don't cut this, or it doesn't get ruined in packaging. It's a little bit too good over here. Alrighty, here it is. Pulls off. It basically protects this from any damage. And you can see it's the same exact one, same exact antennas, diffusers, everything. The black one and the white one are the same thing. Okay, so now we're going to turn this over. And now there's clips here, 4 on each side. So you're going to put it here. Okay, see how the clips don't sit right now? Right? So you're going to put it right above the, here. You're going to put it, see how it just clicked in, everything clicked in? Because I put it with enough crease. See the crease? That's the exact amount of crease you want to have. On top, that, and then push down, slightly. Don't push too hard. Again, nothing here should be forceful. It just should be like very, very easy to do. And you just push down, slide it up like that. Make sure it's in, and there you go. And then now we just take the 2 screws that we used, that we set aside for the back housing assembly. Just screw them back in. Alright. And voila. Turn it on, and there's your white iPhone 4 with the white grill, with the grill piece inside. Again, with the back housing assembly, with the camera lens, with the flash diffuser. And here's the white iPhone 4. As you can see, the home button works properly. You test the glass, sliding your finger across. Obviously, it's a lot nicer. You like to test everything also. Make sure everything works. Make sure the camera works. Make sure the front camera works. You know, the FaceTime camera. And here's the back with the camera lens, the flash diffuser. So pretty much it's sealed. We did it properly. If it was not done properly, you'd see light leaking out. And now we're gonna frame it with a case, with a nice white case that it came with it.
Where's your food for two?
Alright. This is the case. This is actually the nicest case because not only does it protect it, because I have dropped it many times with this type of case. I'm not gonna take the plastics off. I'm just gonna keep them on just for, you know, for the show right here. Okay. So now it looks very nice. This is one of the nicer cases. I like using it because it shows off the white iPhone, but yet gives it protection against drops, against, see, any type of drop. Obviously, your phone will never fall that slow. It'll fall probably from like 5 feet away. Everything works. Sound, volume. Check everything. And you can box it in your white iPhone 4 box. That's how you take the white iPhone 4 from black to white. Brought to you by iPhone4kit.com. For more parts, just order from the link below.